Hey guys, it's Imperial Silver here today. So for today's video, we're just going to go over my whole collection. It's probably going to be a bit of a longer video, a little bit more of just kind of a little bit more of a chill, not really going over anything in particular. And yeah, we'll just get started. I'm going to have to be a little bit farther away this time so you guys can see. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. So you can see everything. First off, I'm just going to do the little coins that I kind of have out. These are coins I've used in recent videos, and I just haven't really got around to putting back in my binders. It is a little bad, but it happens quite a bit, sadly. I don't know if you guys can see them pretty good. There we go. So there's these, and there's a whole bunch over here. We have coins, like you've seen all of these, but let's go through them, My collection is mostly going to be pretty mixed world coins, with a focus in a couple areas. So, here's like a Russian ruble, 1896. Don't have too many Russians, so they're a little hard for me to find, I find. We got a British crown here. I really like the older 18, 1700s kind of silvers. You got the Napoleon from France here. You got a Liberty Walker, Panama. We got a German Funmark. This will be something you see a lot more of. I have quite a few of these. It's like one of the very few nations I collect pretty heavily. And we have a whole bunch of other little smaller nations here. India. You guys can't even see that. Maybe I should zoom forward. Yeah, we'll keep it out here for you guys. I think that'll be better. I am going to be trying to make sure this gets done appropriate method. I'm going to try and hit all the interesting coins. There will be coins I miss. If you want to see certain coins, toss them in the comments. I'll try and toss them in my next video coming up. Or maybe I'll make it in my little TikTok videos, so keep a lookout for those. Or YouTube short videos. Yeah, this is stuff that's on my desk. I don't know if you guys have seen this coin yet. This is an 1866 20 Rias from Portugal. This is from the Azores. It's not the best condition, but it is a pretty cool coin. Yep, nice big copper. We got one of my favorites here, the Philippines coin you guys have seen a lot from their Spanish rule with that rim. If you watched my last video there about rims. Oh my gosh. There we go, with the fleurs on the side. Pretty cool. Just a Morgan in 1903. I think this is my S. I got my Japanese. I think this is the Boo. I think the other one is the shoe. I have more of these later also. Not too many. Japanese coins are not easy to come by. We got some Canadian silver dollars. Pretty easy for me to come by as I live in Canada. So, not crazy. We've got this French franc under Napoleon III. So this is the cousin of the other Napoleon there. I will say one thing I love about France is the little mint marks they get. They all have different little mint mark little things. I think it's pretty cool. Definitely a good way to do mint marks. That's kind of all the pretty neat ones here. The Syrian coins here are a little bit different if you don't know them. Syria. Yeah, I think these are Syria. Let's say in the book in a bit. And I have my only bigger $50 from the older era. Even though it's got a hole, it's still pretty cool. I don't really mind holes. I don't know. Do you guys mind holes? I really don't mind them. I find you get a good deal on them, and for pretty expensive coins, they can be a pretty good way of kind of beating that a bit. I'll bring the rest over. So yeah, this is kind of the rest of my desk. We got another silver dollar here from Canada, commemorative. Not the commemorative. Or I guess commemorative. This technically would be commemorative. With the goose there, we got the collection here. We got some coppers from early Canada, Upper Canada, 1 penny. Nice 50 cent, and a newer 50 cent. Well, new-ish. This isn't as new, but I quite like these older ethers. The maple leafs are pretty nice. Got one of my favorites. We got my Brazilian 40 over 80 Rios. It's not great quality, but I love countermarked coins. I'm getting a new one in the future here. I'm getting another countermark. I'm going to probably try to do a video on these sometime in the future, so stick around for that. Love Brazil's coat of arms too. It's really nice. think Brazil, this coin's pretty good on average, actually, but don't have too many of them yet. We got a big Russian copper here. Pretty worn, but still pretty nice. One sec, guys. I think I got a sneeze coming. I did, in fact, have a sneeze. We got a Barber half here. 1911. Nothing crazy. I do have a good amount of Canadian coins. I mean, American coins. That's not. Well, I have both, but we got the Newfoundland set here. So we have a 5 cent, 10 cent, 20 cent, which I like. I really like 20 cents. I think they're kind of cool. 25 cent, 50 cent. Various. I think they're just the two portraits on the back. I don't think I really have. Yeah, I just have those two. Pretty cool. I like the Newfoundland set. They're pretty nice. I want to get some older ones, but the older ones get a little bit more expensive, so I haven't really pulled the trigger yet on those. We obviously have my really high up there Philippines. This is like one of my favorite designs ever made. I need to get some bigger coins for these eventually, and more and better quality, but they're a little bit hard to come by for a good price. And we got like a 4 Reich Pfeffig from Hintor period. These are pretty rare, little copper coin from Germany at the time. They're kind of cool. You don't see them too often. Yeah, that's kind of about that for there. I got the Japanese Mon. This is like 16 to 1800s or something. I can't remember the exact one. Nice little Japanese coin though. I had it attributed, but I forgot to write it down, so that's a bit of a me bad. That's all the main stuff on my desk. It's quite a bit, I know. I do try and put it away, but recently I use these bad boys, and I didn't have many of those, but recently I got some more, so. My silver collection, this is just kind of my junk silver that I keep. Usually this is just like doubles or stuff that I don't really care for. I only have like 1 Cuban at the moment in here. We have some Philippine silver, because I like the Philippine silver. Even though it's not a high percentage, I just really like the Philippine stuff. I find I imagine to get pretty good deals on it. I have a little bit of German Empire stuff in here. Nothing too crazy. As you can see, this coin is definitely a junk piece. But I like the German silver. You got a decent bit of American stuff in here. There's a decent bit of Canadian stuff in here. Nothing super old, nothing super big. It used to be a bit bigger. I sold some stuff off to kind of make my collection a little better. There's another German Empire piece. If you watched one of my really first videos, I think I found this coin roll hunting in one of them, but I'm not sure about that. I did find this coin roll hunting though, so that was kind of cool. Cool way, go to the bank, ask for 10 cents, and you might end up with a little bit of old silver on your hands. But that's my junk silver. I don't have a lot. I don't really prioritize junk silver and building up my silver stack. I'm more into numismatics, but I do think having a bit of silver is good no matter what. So, and that's that. I guess we'll hit some of the oddballs I have in certain areas. I was kind of wanting to send this off for a long time, so I haven't put it into like the bind of the rest. But there's my 5 cent shield nickel, which is quite a nice quality. Probably like an 8U, I'd imagine. Maybe pushing light unk, but hard to say. I'm not super good at that super high grading level. I don't tend to collect quite as much as up there. I kind of like having like rougher examples for cheaper. Like for example, this guy's pretty expensive coin usually, but I think because the graffiti on it, I got it for a lot cheaper. So, and then I have this. I don't know if this is what this is exactly. If this is damage on the coin, but I got this through something. It's not going to show well, but it's kind of doubled, so I think it's a double strike Indian head. This side doesn't look quite as good. It's harder to tell on this side, but yeah, you can see the wreath. If you look at the letters right here, look at like the 1 cent. It's pretty cool. I have no idea what the value on this would be, so if you have an idea, toss in the comments. I'd actually love to know. I've had it for a long time, but don't really know what to... I'm not like a big error guy, but it's like one of the few errors I've kind of come across. Kind of cool. It's an Indian head too. The next thing we'll probably do is my ancients really quick. They're not a huge part of my collection because they're a bit expensive. Keep them in one of those juicy boys. Let's kind of show you guys these. Trying not to hit my other coins. Try and keep my other coins in good condition still. We have a silver stater from Istros. These are the two faces. I think the supposed faces are supposed to mean like past and future, which is pretty cool. And then on the other side, we have the more iconic symbol. You can kind of start to see. I think that's a Greek writing for Istros. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. They have this is an eagle carrying a dolphin to kind of symbolize like their navy power. Pretty cool coin. Pretty old. I think it's my oldest coin. If I'm right in my guessing, I think it's 200 or 400 BC. I need to get labels in here. I keep meaning to do it, but I'm pretty lazy for that. So labeling and like fancy stuff like this, like I do it on my other coins, but I don't know getting a little piece of paper. This is a Macedonian tetradrachm. Got Zeus on the back here. This is after he died. Nothing crazy about this. You can get these for pretty reasonable. Pretty cool coin to get. Well, it's not really reasonable. Like it's an expensive coin, but if you want like a pretty distinct part of history, it's pretty cool. This is supposed to be like Hercules or Alexander on this slot. They're not really too sure. So that's pretty cool. Or like maybe a mix, and that's the Numerian lion on them. We have Ptolemy the First tetradrachm here. Ooh, that's not focusing. This is like one of my dream coins. It's a successor after Alexander. It's got a little bit of graffiti here. We got like a distinct eagle there, and we have like Ptolemaea Basilicus. Very cool. It's probably my most like I think I just said it's my most expensive coin in my collection. Really nice quality. Got a really good deal on that. This is a Pontus Amios. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. If I butcher anything, I'm also really sorry about that. I try and do my best pronunciations, but sometimes you mess up. If I do mess up, tell me in the comments though. I do appreciate it. I do like getting feedback from you guys because I like to learn things. Oh my gosh. So this is like a oh my gosh. Wow. I think it's trying to focus on the back. This is like a Gorgon on a shield. It's supposed to be like a defense kind of thing, like for safety, like ward off evil things. And this is Nike in the background. This coin was minted under, oh, what's his name? We'll have to come back to that. If I remember the name before I'm done this, I'll tell you, but I don't really remember it. We've got two of my cheaper ancients here. We have two tetradrachms from this isn't Pontus. This is from Pontus. These are from Pergamon. Oh my gosh. There we go. And they used like a snake as a symbol because it was like a pretty good symbol for them. And then they have like a basket with like kind of grapes in the back. It's kind of interesting. It's gonna bug me. Mithridates, that's who this was. Mithridates, under Mithridates, like the famous one. Drank poison. This is a Denarius of Hadrian. Hadrian's Wall, really famous Roman emperor, one of the 5 good emperors. Nothing super fancy on the other side. Sadly, I don't really have fancy other sides to my Roman coins yet. I've been trying, but not very lucky with this. This is Faustinia the Senior. This is like the, oh my gosh, the wife of, it's not Marcus, Antinius Pius, another one of the 5 good emperors. Pretty cool to see a woman on a coin, especially in Roman times. Like, you don't really think about that. But they had some pretty big influence. Her beads are really cool. I'm going to try and get to the focus on that. I don't know if it is, but you can see that she's like some beading on the back, which is pretty cool. Pretty really worn Marcus Aurelius. Denarius was like one of my first Romans, so nothing really special there. I mean to get a better one eventually. Really nice Denarius of Elagabalus. This guy was pretty controversial. If you want like a really weird Roman emperor, he's kind of like one of the best ones. Might have been gay and trans. Pretty interesting. You don't really think of that when you think of Roman emperors. He didn't last long, only 2 years, which not very surprising. Wasn't a great leader, but definitely pretty interesting. This is an Antonianus, which is like 2 denarius basically. This is starting to get when their like coins start to be less valuable. This is Philip the Second or Philip the Third. I think it's Philip the Second though. Yeah, a little bit bigger though. I'll show you the comparison in size, but you can also see like a little bit less. It's a little bit less unique. This isn't as much silver as that even when they were first made. We start getting into some of the cheaper emperors here. Not really going to bother too much with these. I think this is Geta, and this is Gordian the Third. This is a really beat up Gordian the Third. I got it with like a bulk lot, so it wasn't like a huge deal. If you want like a really cheap piece of history, Gordian the Third is like probably one of the best emperors. He doesn't look like much, and he's not really well known, but man, are his coins like affordable? Like you can get like a decent Gordian for like probably $20, maybe 40. We have a nice Constantine down here. I'm not a huge fan of the older coppers. It's kind of something I realized over time. It's one of my first coins I got, but yeah, I just don't find they have that same like lush, bright look. This is the first coin that I found that was ancient. I found this on like a job. I used to like clean houses a little bit, so that was a coin I found with a hole. Got me into coin collecting. Pretty cool. It's under Arcadius. He's like a really late emperor. We have two Venetian pieces. This is one before the Fourth Crusade, where they went into Constantinople and sieged it. So you can see this like really medieval kind of design. And then this is after. And this is a very Byzantine sort of design. It's also a lot bigger and fancier, so they did pretty good because they kind of sacked the Constantinople. And then I have one of my big old Germans that I've had a long time. This is probably my first pretty fancy coins. So it holds a special spot in my heart. It's from Nuremberg, 1765. And then we have Joseph II. Yeah, really nice portrait of him. Pretty cool coin. Holds a special spot on my part. I really like the edge. Again, go check out that recent rim video if you want. I have some pretty cool rims in there. The rest of these coins are pretty low quality. I'm not going to show you to them. Ancient coins, very cool. If you're interested in doing them, highly recommend just like looking around. You can get some pretty cheap ones. Like those nicer denariuses you can get for like $100 depending on the emperor. And now we're just going to start going into like my binders. So this is going to be like more my world coins, more modern stuff. We're just going to go through. Not really going in any particular order. Yeah, we'll probably just start with, we'll do Spain. Spain and Portugal, so this is kind of like it's like my Latin America one. I'm not going to really pull these out too much unless I feel like I should. So here we have, 2 reals. You get to see my terrible writing. I have chicken shit writing, I'm going to be honest. We have this really nice little Centissimo here I quite like. You're going to be able to start seeing, oh, I have this cool Spanish Netherlands coin. I've had for quite a while. I'll show you the obverses as much as I can. I might skip it occasionally. But, yeah. I do not have the backs labeled very much. You will probably notice that. Maybe I can do this for you guys. I don't know. It's kind of tricky. This is like the one thing that's been kind of holding me off from doing this, but a couple of you asked. So, this is the 50 Centissimos from Philippines. It's going to be coin. I have some older Mexicans. Nothing in really high grade. This is probably my best. Or one of those ones. Just some basic Mexican coins. Nothing really fancy. If you're wondering why I have different writing, sometimes I get stuff in and it's already labeled and I don't really care to change it too much. Like, it's just not really worth it for me. So sometimes I'll just leave it for a bit. Because usually I'll take it out for a video at some point. And when I do that, that'll usually knock it out. I might do a South Central America video pretty soon. Kind of similar to my European coins, if you're interested. This is really awkward. I'm not really used to this. Just some pretty beat up, mixed ones here. Not going to show you those too hard. Little Cuban and Dominican there. Nothing crazy. Pretty basic. Let me get my Portuguese coins, which aren't super fancy, but I have okay ones. I got my 40 or 480. I think this is not technically 400, even though it says 400. Pretty cool older coin. I got my 1910 1,000 Rios. This is commemorating the defeat over Napoleon. If you look closely, you can see this cannon and this kind of line that's supposed to represent the British. It's pretty cool. Commemorative little thing. And then I just have one Escudo, and then I have some bronzes from them. I'll show you the other sides of those ones, even though I don't think there's too much to see. It's just some portraits. I guess the 480 has a pretty cool back, actually. That's pretty neat. I gotta say, Portugal has some pretty neat designs. So, yeah. That's the first one out of 5, so some are going to be bigger, some are going to be shorter, so get ready for the long haul, I guess. I'm gonna do a really quick one that's not super big right now. A lot of it was on the table, you already saw, so I'll make my job a bit easier. These are just UK coins, like British. So we got like a really old Charles of England. This is really old, really beat up. One of the first coins I got, but whatever. I don't even know if it's that. That was just on it. I'm just showing the video because it's like, you can see like it barely has details. Nice shilling there. I have a 1.5 pence, which is actually a pretty cool coin. It's really not focusing. I'm gonna actually bring that out. Those two, they're pretty cool. They're definitely two of like the coins I like more out of this book. So give them a little second here in the spotlight. Yeah, very, very tiny. Like this would fit on my pinky nail size. I really like tiny coins. And then it just has like this crazy detail still. Oh my gosh. I'm really not liking how this video is. There we go. Yeah, you can see. I still find it very impressive that they were able to make coins that small back in like 1836. Even though the British were pretty good at it, but I'm not gonna worry about putting it in right now. And then I just like this design. I think this is like one of the best shillings the British have made. I think it's really, really attractive. I also have to say, I think his portrait is probably one of my favorite, George III there. Yeah, like, this coin's just really nice. Through and through. We got like a little 6 pence there. 3 pence that's beat up. I got a florin down there. There's all like the various portraits on the back side. What else we got? Just some really basic British stuff here. Nothing even really worth looking at. It's just all very recent stuff. Got some straight settlements coins here, 5 and 10 piece. That's kind of this page. There's like the back portraits. You got Victoria there, and then you got George V. Then I get to my Canadian, which I kind of set like they're most on the table right now, so it's a little slim. Just a couple pennies. I got all the 5 cents here. They're very tiny, so I don't usually bring them out. I have really nice 5 cents from the Victoria period. Like the Victory nickel, my bad, not the way I said that. Another silver dollar. We got a couple bank tokens here. Someone told me this is pronounced differently. It's not Bank de People. It's something. Bank of the People. That's what that's supposed to mean. Thank you, whoever said that. That's your little shout out. These are from Bank of the People. And then these are 2 from. I think these are both Upper Canada. Yeah, I could be wrong with the one. I think this one might be from the lower. And then we have PEI, Nova Scotia pennies, nothing crazy. And then I just have a little bit more Newfoundland silver. Usually this one's filled a lot more, but a lot of my coins aren't in it currently, so that's why it's a little bit small. I will save. Is this one even interesting? What's even in this one? We'll do this. Sorry guys, I know this middle part might be a little boring. This is like kind of like my other binder. So Russia, I have a little Denga there. It's like a little horse. I don't know if you're able to see that. Yeah, you can actually. You can see pretty good. Little horse there, rider. Pretty cool. I think it's actually Peter the Great. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Someone else told me that. Another shout out there. If you are that person that shouted me out, leave your comment down below. I like the info that people give. I think it was Peter the Great, yeah. It could be somebody else, but I'm pretty sure. There's a couple Kobaks here, a couple coppers. I don't really have too many big silver Russians. Like I said, I have trouble getting them. I'll show you the obverses. They're actually pretty cool, a lot of them. So you got like the Denga up there with its writing. You got these coppers. And then you start to get like the Russian Empire Eagles. This one's really nice. It's kind of like a little pink toning, this 20. Oh, it's really hard to catch. Then we get into my Italy a little bit, which is pretty much just these two. Popple coins. I tried to get Italy, but Italy is like proved to be super difficult. I barely see them, let alone able to buy them for a good price. This is my friend's page, which usually has a bit more going on. We got like an earlier one here that's all beat up. You get the Frank from Napoleon III. 5 Franks from, what's his name? Louis. Right after they disposed Napoleon, they put him back in power. This guy, it's kind of ugly. I'm not really a big fan of his portrait. So, and then you have the later one after Napoleon III. This is from the Republic, and this has Hercules on the back, which is pretty cool. I think it's a pretty like aesthetically pleasing coin. Let me get to my Japan section. I have one Shu and one Bujin, and the other one was down there. This is just from a different period. I think this one was Tempo and this one's Ansai. Yeah, they're cute. Very tiny little coins. Then I have some later ones, but nothing special. I really like this design, but these coins aren't really anything special. And that's what the backside of those two look like. Definitely very cool coins to get if you're interested in just having like one-off foreign coins. Japan, these like square coins really grab people's attention. Like you'll have your friends or somebody over and you'll show them, and they'll be pretty amazed because they're pretty cool. Technically, they were kind of samurai coins, and there's another Syrian coin. Like I said in the comments, if you guys want, you know, another like a closer look at some of these coins, tell me. This is going to be my most interesting one. This is my German binder. This is like my primary country I like to collect from. So we have the Prussia section here. If you don't know, before 1871, Germany was split up into a whole bunch of different states. And so there's a lot of different countries. So I have a Prussian 1 Groschen here. This is pretty old, 1541. We have an early Prussian taler from 1784. Some smaller ones. We have another taler here. Really nice design with like little eagles and stuff. Quite a bit later. This is right before the Empire. We have 2 mining talers. So these are kind of like these are directly from a mine. They're pretty rare. They don't really have a great design though, obviously, on this side. I'll show you guys the obverse of these before we continue. That's all the obverses there. You know, we got the various kings. The Groschen up there, that's like symbol's pretty cool. Got the eagle. Yep. Then we down here we have some more beat up coins from this is from Heisen Castle, which I've just always get beat up coins, it seems. We have a really nice cruiser down here. Have a nice little cityscape from Frankfurt. That's not from that is a cruiser, not it is. Yeah, I'm dumb. That's not really popping up. I really like these little cityscape coins where they have like a bit of a city. I think they're pretty neat, pretty unique. We have a coin here from Salzburg, 3 cruisers. This is a little bit older design, obviously. Little coin from Bremen. Sorry guys, I know it's kind of a pain dealing with like the reflection of the thing, but I do not want to take out all of my coins to show you them one at a time. It'll be way too long. So for now, we're going to do it this way. Maybe in the future, maybe 1,000 if you guys really want that, I'll do something like that, but it won't be that much bigger probably. Like 1 coin set coming in right now. Some more states. We got Hamburg up here. We got 2 from about 100 years apart. Older style there, both shillings. Got this little castle with bricks, if you can see it. It's all bricked up. It's pretty cool. Got a nice little Witten from Lübeck here. Got a 2 Guldans from Bavaria, quite a bit later, but really nice coin. Let's see if I can show you the detail. Just a really gorgeous coin, in my opinion. Big Saxony taller from that area. This little Peffing's really cute. I'll show you the other side. So there's more of the Hamburg coins. Got a little castle. This one's just writing, not really interesting. This is that one from Lübeck, the Witten. I can't describe which one it is exactly because there's 2 that look exactly like this. But it's roughly from that era. That's on the other side. There's the Bavarian backside. There's that one. And then there's this really cute little Saxony. This is like a different line or something. Let's see if I can get this to focus here. There we go. I really like that little design. I think it's a really pretty design. We just got some marks here. Nothing really fancy. Some pretty nice definition on some of these smaller ones. but nothing like insane. I like some of the, what would you call that, toning. I think they're really nice. Nothing crazy though. They're all pretty, like, you know, I keep them in here because I'm trying to get every year eventually, and just every year. I don't care for every mint. Too many German mints. Then we get to my German Empire, like, big marks. This is definitely like a bigger part of my collection. We have my 3 mark here. This is for a university. Oh my gosh, I can't read that at all. Oh, my terrible writing, guys. I guess that's a big word. It's commemorative for... Oh, I know what the university that is. It's like, yeah, but it's pretty cool. Then we just have a whole bunch of general Prussian marks. One of the older ones, which I really like this older design, to be honest. I'm kind of sad they didn't keep with it. So that's the double, that's the university one. That's the older king there, and then these are all just Prussian marks. Then we get to all the different states. So at the time, like, Germany was kind of like, kind of imagine like if each state, it's kind of like the state commemorative halves. That's kind of what these are, except they weren't just commemoratives, they were meant to go through circulation, but the rarity is some of them make them commemoratives, basically. They're all going to look the same, basically, on this side, except for, like, the older ones. Like that. And then this side will have different portraits. So that's, like, Baden's there, and these are Bavaria. That's also Bavaria, I think? Yeah, there's 2 Bavarians. So they'll have, like, various kings, right, because they would die and stuff. This is from Hamburg. They were, sorry, guys. They were a city-state, free city, so they had like special rights. So they had to make their own coins. This is my most rare one. This is from Oldenburg. They only made like 30,000 of those, so it's pretty cool. Pretty rare one to see. Oh, I have a coin popping out. Wants to come visit. I'll show you guys in a sec. It's actually a pretty cool coin. We just have a couple more here. Really nice condition. I'll get them out of these. Like, this one's pretty nice. The Saxony one up here has like a really weird little white mark. You know what that is? Feel free to tell me. Just kind of a weird little white mark. Yeah, these are all them. That's my German Empire. Then we get into like interwar period. So Danzig was separated at this point. Danzig is a city that kind of started World War II in a way, because that's what Germany wanted from Poland, but it was a self-autonomous area. They also want other land, but that is kind of an interesting part of history. They're pretty rare too. This is interwar one here. That's all their backsides. Nothing really fancy. They're all pretty plain. We're going to skip No Germany, so I don't get taken down by Facebook. Then we have... I also don't have much there. We have Austria here. I don't have too much. It has some like pretty nice condition, like little guys, but they're not like really rare. And then I have this Wernstaller, which is very nice. Very cool. These are pretty rare compared to like the Florins, I think, are pretty common. The Wernstallers are pretty rare comparatively. Then we just have a little bit of Hungary back here. Nothing really special. Pretty basic little coins. I wouldn't like go crazy over any of these, just a Penga and some stuff. And I have like a little bit of Swiss stuff, like very minimal. Ugh. And then my last book is my America book, which is somewhat similar to how my Canada book is, where it's a little bit pig through right now because a lot of my coins are on here. So yeah, a couple Morgans. Usually the 1903S would be here. 1922 piece dollar. You know, we got the Barber. Like I said, like it is fairly picked through right now. I got my 1851 3 cent there, which I really like. I like the 3 cents. I think they're really cool. There's that one. I have a 2 cent. Oh, actually, I think that's on my table. There it is. Couldn't find it. Like these odd denominations. They're pretty cool. Nothing special really quarter-wise. I got like one seated. I haven't really had much luck with quarters. Quarters I find are pretty hard to pick up. Got some dimes. Nothing really special. Got a pretty nice Barber. Nothing crazy though. It's really dark tint. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it very well. And then just some Mercs and Barbers. Nothing very special there. I guess I can show you the back sides of these, but you've probably all seen the back sides of those. I've got a decent smaller cent stuff here. little 5-cent seeded, 5-cent no cent. So basically, this doesn't have cents spelt on it. So compared to the other ones, I'll show you that. It's actually a pretty cool piece of history. That's gonna be very hard for me to show. So as you can see, this just says like "Il pleut blanc has been," and then this one down here says cents. That's because back in the day when they got out west, people painted them gold and sold them for $5. So kind of a cool little piece of history there. Obviously, we have civil, like the silver nickels here from wartime, buffalo nickel, couple big cents, flying eagle cent. I really like these. Wish I could get a better version of them, but they are pretty expensive and high quality. Some Indians, nothing really fancy. 1909 on S, not a VDB. Yeah. Steel penny, pretty shiny, pretty mint, which is kind of hard to find, but I went through quite a few of them, so I got lucky once or twice. My Philippines in the book that aren't on my desk or in my junk pile. Pretty nice. And then last coin is just like a little Panama coin. And that's all my binders at the moment. And then my only other coin really is just this. This is my only mint coin. I got it as a gift, and it was like I had it for a long time as a kid, and then I started getting into coin collecting, and I don't know, it's kind of like my first coin really, and I like dinosaurs, so not super big into coloration, but the trees in the back are really nice, and yeah. That's my whole coin collection. Leave down in the comments if you guys... Oh, my bad. I forgot this medal. I almost forgot that for you. So this is like a medal from... It's not technically a coin. This is technically Exumia, so this is a token. You can exchange this for money. But I just love this coin. I got it in with like a mix slot. It is silver, and it's just got this really beautiful toning and a really beautiful coin overall. It's supposed to be like Hindenburg's 80th birthday. That's him there. But yeah, this coin is gorgeous, and I just couldn't get rid of it. It's not really a coin. It also has writing on the side, but it's nothing eventful. For writing, really cool coin though. Leave a comment if you want to see some tokens, And yeah, like I said, I was just about to finish there. If you want to see more videos of various things, like if you want to see, I don't know what coin, I didn't really show on camera. If you want to see a video on like the Japanese mon a bit more, or maybe like some of these like German Empire coins, like just leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think of my collection and everything. I know I'm not maybe some of the nicest quality coins. I tend to like a little bit more like getting a good deal. That's kind of my thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you watched all the way to the end, it's been 40 minutes. Toss down a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to make the channel blow up, let more people get into the coin collecting hobby. It'll help you because coins will go up in price anyways. So, and yeah. Until next time, guys, keep collecting,